Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Darts and Stoke YouTube channel. As the title does suggest, today we are going to take a look at the virtual coach on GoDartsPro.com. This is something that the guys over at GoDartsPro have been advertising for some time now, to be fair, and it's arrived with us this past week, and I have to say, it's pretty darn good. I have used it. I've been using it for the last 2 days. And I have to say, when I first used it, it did make me want to practice more. And I think that's the aim that the guys are going for over there at Go Darts Pro, that they're aiming for it to make you want to practice that little bit more. So, yeah, it's a real asset to their site. So we'll pop it up on the screen now. Okay, so obviously I'm in my dashboard here on Go Darts Pro. You click at the top here to go to the virtual coach, and straight away, this is your dashboard. So lots of statistics, that you can see there breaking down. Your game and your doubles hit rate there for the JDC challenge, which is something, we have the JDC Darts and Stoke virtual team. So, to have that breakdown of the stats is really good as well. So that's just starting up here. You've got like an email messaging system. So obviously the virtual coach, will send you, messages to you, just to try and keep you motivated more than anything and make you want to keep coming back to do more, more practice on here. So just a nice little welcome introduction. There are no shortcuts to great performance. You need to practice, and you need to practice hard and focused. And that's so true. A lot of people have maybe read the blogs that I've done in the past, and I've talked about darts coaching quite a fair bit. And I've been to darts coaches as well. And, I think there are some people out there, the perception of a darts coach is, what has that coach done, or what has that person done to claim themselves as a coach? In football, you go through, your level 1, your level 2, your UEFA qualifying to become a licensed coach. And, you can see the difference in a way. For anyone who's involved in football, been involved in football, like myself, you can see a guy on a Saturday, afternoon who's not a qualified football coach, but thinks he knows about football, to the guy who is a qualified football coach and is coaching football. And I think with darts, there's that perception of, I know for the JDC, you can become accredited for the JDC, but there's no sort of qualification for darts. Now, yeah, you could easily argue that, if Phil Taylor turned around and said, I'm going to become a darts coach, he's got the, the background, he's got the credibility to say, I'm going to coach darts. As probably all the pro players would have, Raymond van Barneveld. I know Chris Mason, again, he does a bit of coaching. He's played, though, again, but there are people out there who not necessarily know from the darts world. They've never been on major TV competitions, but the darts coaches. But what they are doing is they are speaking to you. They are giving you their sort of feedback on how they feel the game of darts is to be played. And darts is an open book, let's be fair. My perception of how darts should be played is probably different than, the guy I'm playing doubles with in the pub. So coaching is one of them that's strange. But I think the thing that does stand out, though, is that practice. You've got to come up to the practice board. You've got to practice hard and practice focused. And that's very much true for when you go up to the dartboard. You can't just sort of rock up on the board and, not just chuck him. You're not giving yourself an aim. And this is one thing I've been told by the coaches that I've been to, set yourself some goals for that practice session. So is your practice session going to be 2 hours? Yes, it might be. Okay, within that 2 hours, what are your goals to get out of that practice? And if you head over to Edgar TV as well, Matt Edgar speaks about this quite a fair bit as well. And the guys, he is a coach in other sports, and you can take from other sports, into coaching, into darts. But yeah, going back to it then. So the virtual coach, they'll give you alerts of when you've got things you need to do. When you're allowed to play another round of the Crown Judgment. Anyone who's not done the Crown Judgment on Go Darts Pro, you will have to do a Crown Judgment before you can get through to this stage of the virtual coach. There was, I think, 5, might have been 6 requirements you need to do before you can actually get through to the dashboard of the virtual coach. And one of them is Crown Judgment. And to be fair, I'd not done the Crown Judgment for a while until I did it the other day. And I forgot how good of a practice it is. So it's like 6 rounds of throwing at treble 20, 6 rounds of throwing at doubles, 6 rounds of, trying to check out, I think it was 61, 45, and another number, I can't remember what it was. But, it gives you that sort of insightful training and practice to keep you focused. And once you've done all that, you get through to the virtual coach. So as you can see there at the top, the coach has found 6 issues that need your attention today. These are the current tasks from the coach. So these tasks have now got 23 hours for me to complete them. Yesterday, I completed all the tasks that the coach had sent me. And obviously the coach sets games that are on Go Darts Pro, which, there are some games that I don't necessarily play on GoDartsPro.com. Not because I don't know how to play them or I don't enjoy them. They're just not games I would go to. And one of them yesterday was the game 21. So the game of 21 is you get 10 visits to the board, and all you've got to do is score 21 and then aim for the inner section of the board. So, for instance, you come up and you go single 20, single 1, throw for the middle of the board. I was aiming for the ball, to be fair. You'd come back up and you'd go for single 15, single 6, 21. And you get the points. That's not a game I've ever really gone for on GoDartsPro.com. But I had a target of, I think it's 70 the coach set, or 75, I can't remember now. And, it made me want to do it because I've got a target I've got to get to. And it's a game I've not really played. Practice game I've not played. And I found myself really involved in trying to get that done. So, as I say, the coach will give you things that need your attention. So the coach requires you to reply about your current status. So one thing that the coach will do is, they'll ask about your current status, where you're at, are you feeling positive? Are you feeling excited about your practice? Are you feeling nervous? You're not feeling confident. It asks you them things as well as you're going through the practice. So there, the coach wants me to play Bob's 27 to take a position on the Premium League. So again, Bob's 27 is a practice I do a little bit of. But obviously what the coach has noticed there probably is that I'm poor on my doubles at the moment. So, he's targeted a game there that'll help me with the doubles. And obviously to get on the Premium League leaderboard, you've only played the game Pivot Bundle 2 times in the last 30 days. Again, Pivot Bundle's not a game I normally go for. But, obviously the coach is picking that out because he's, something that they've looked at the statistics that I've got within Go Darts Pro. And they've identified that game could help me. 11-19 Big Bundle. I've only played that 2 times in the last 30 days. The Shooting Gallery, which is one that I do enjoy playing, to be fair. And the Cricket Bundle. Again, I don't play Cricket Bundle. I play cricket. But the Cricket Bundle is a good practice tool. So they are the issues that, the coaches asked me to look into. They'll then set you the tasks. So you've got to play him twice and you've got to achieve what he sets you. So the first one I'll get down to later on today is the lockdown challenge. And I've got to reach at least 20 throws and I've got to do that twice. The next one is countdown 90 and the last one is Insider. Now, I'm going to be honest, I don't think I've played Insider before. So that's going to be an interesting one for me. Countdown 90 and Lockdown Challenge, I've played them before. And obviously, as you do them and you achieve them, you get your little achievements up here as well. And obviously, you can see your XPs there, and your achievements is there as well. Moving back down to it, obviously, you've got your focus game, which is the JDC Challenge. I've been playing the JDC Challenge a little bit more since we've done the JDC Virtual Team. Because we're in a team, and if you don't get the qualifying score, you don't go for the live round. There's 5 of us in our team, so there's always going to, there's now a player who doesn't play every week. So we've got that little bit of battling, and it's probably the same if you're in your pub teams. You might be in a pub team and not getting selected to play. I've had that. It's hard, especially when you're at home, because everyone expects you to mark. Everyone expects you to mark every game. So it's always tough when you've got 6 or 7 players in your darts team, and the skipper can only pick 4. And the weird bit is as well, I'm not a fan of the doubles and family game in one of our leagues that I play in. So I'm always like, yeah, skip. I'll play the singles, and then you can bring someone else in for the last 2 games, because I know what it's like not being involved. But yeah, obviously there's my focus, and it's broke down my statistics, so we can see there that my doubles hit rate is quite strong on double 9, double 18. Shock horror that they are my doubles I go for. I'm under average on a lot of the other ones, so I know where I've got to improve there. Also with the Shanghai scores, I'm a lot stronger in the 17s, 18s, 19s, and 20s. Now, what I would put that down to is because I play a lot of cricket. Cricket, we use 17, 18s, 19s, and 20s, and obviously 15s and 16s as well. But I think that's probably where I would expect my game to be stronger. Moving down into the bottom, then the virtual coach main dashboard. As with Go Darts Pro anyway, it tracks the number of darts that you throw. So the number of darts tracked in the last 30 days is 9,424. Yes, I probably need to get out a little bit more, but some people would say that I'm not throwing enough. And obviously the coach's advice is that I should be throwing around 12,200 darts per month. I probably do throw that amount of darts. When I come away from Go Darts Pro and I go on Dart Connect or Lead Darts to play games, I probably am in the region of 12,000 darts thrown. But this is basically saying that on Go Darts Pro, on the practice, that's what I need to achieve and what I need to get to. Sessions played, I should be doing 80 sessions per month, and in the last 30 days, I did 197. So I'm over the average of what I should be doing there, which is good. The Miko factor, 2405, and I should be aiming for 24. Obviously, if you click on the little icon as well, it will give you the coach's advice. Just a little box there. There are coach suggestions to get you an indication of what you should aim for. There will be weeks where you have more time to practice, and weeks where other things take priority. And I think that's the thing with what we were saying just at the start is about the practice. Is you've got to schedule that practice out. I always try and get maybe 2 days away from the dartboard, where I'm probably still thinking about darts, but I'm not throwing. So I think that's something that's good there and stands up. The Miko factor is something that I really would like to do another video on, but there is a YouTube video on the Go Darts Pro channel which explains the Miko factor. So by all means go check that out. The 01 average. Now I play a bit of 01 on Go Darts Pro. What I did over the summer is I set up my own. I don't know how to describe it. My own sort of league in my mind. So I randomly pick a level to play against, and I have to get a certain amount of wins in a season to stay in the division or get promotion. And if I don't win a game, I get relegated. I've got 4 divisions and all this sort of stuff. And it's a thing that I created for myself to track my game a little bit. And that's saying there that over my last 30 days, I've been knocking a 59 average. I should be aiming for a 58. That is actually what I'm at in other games at the moment. I'm a 60. I like to feel I can be around a 62, 63. So that telling me that my last 30 days has been 59 gives me something now to aim at. To try and get that up to where I hope. I'd like to be around the 62, 63s. High score there, and obviously, as I say, the JDC challenge. I should be aiming for 757 average a month. In my team, in our Darts and Stoke team, we've got two guys who are regularly, 1,200 points. So for me to qualify, I know I've got to be 800s and 900s to maybe get that, the fourth spot in the team. So that gives me that incentive as well. And then at the bottom, your training focus. So 30% has been on 01, and I say that's because of the thing that I do. The power scoring 41%, doubles, trebles, and grouping 17%. Now that when I first saw that, I was like, all right, okay. I know my worst part of my game is my doubles. I think if anyone follows Darts and Stoke on Twitter, I made a comment a few weeks ago. I missed 47 darts at doubles in a game and lost, and it really, really affected me a little bit. So this now with the coach, the virtual coach, I'm hoping is going to sort of make me focus more on the doubles side of it. And then down the side here, you've got the weekly coach suggestions. So the coach is obviously suggesting me that I do the shooting gallery. You need to practice more finishing games, practice finishing with this great game. 167, your weakest section in Crown Judgment is trebles, which it was. I had a terrible time on the trebles on Crown Judgment. So with the 167, you're going for treble 20, treble 19 bull. So it's going to help me sort of do that. And then 1020, make a factor games are highly effective. Play this game and make it count. I love 1020. I think we talked about 1020 on our Monday night live streams over on Facebook. 1020 is a great game because you're aiming for them doubles. You do 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. You've got to finish that double. If you finish it with your first dart, so you're going for 20, double 10. You finish it with your first dart, you then add your score. You can go an open score for the score. So, but you get 50 points for it in that double. So if you hit the 50, if you hit the double, you can get the 50 points. And then let's say you hit a single 20 and single 20, you would score 90 points for that game. I really like 1020. It's a game I really enjoy doing. So, that's one that the coach is suggesting I'll go to. But yeah, that's, and obviously just up here, we've got a drop down. You can send them your feedback and everything. And it just gives you that idea about warming up as well. I know Dynamite Dave talked about it the other day on the Tommy Darts, I believe it was. He says, you don't just come up to the board and just start. You've got to do something that warms your arm up and warms up your game. And I think that's where Go Darts Pro can really help. So yeah, that's just a brief view of the Darts Virtual Coach over on GoDartsPro.com. If you get a chance to go and check it out, do so. Obviously, premium members as well. If you're not already a premium member on Go Darts Pro, if you head over to Facebook.com/Darts in Stoke, we are doing a giveaway, which is a 1 month's premium subscription on us here at Darts and Stoke. All you need to do is find the pinned post at the top of our Facebook page, like, share, and comment on that post, and you will go into a draw, which will be done on Monday on our Facebook Live. And, you've gone in for a chance of winning a month's premium membership here on GoDartsPro.com, courtesy of us here at Darts and Stoke. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this little YouTube video, please hit the like button. Please also hit subscribe. So you can follow us for more content, and hit the little notification bell and you'll get told about when Darts and Stoke go live. Thanks everyone, and as I like to just remind folk, just mind that hockey.